What's going on, everyone? JRez back with another episode of the Rescueality Podcast. This episode's going to be a little bit of a crazy one, and it's about a video that has been circulating around just about everywhere. You might have seen it. It was about the dog at the shelter that, in the video, the head of the dog was removed from the body, and it appeared as if the staff members were laughing about that incident. So let's talk about that. First of all, what kind of, I would say, gives me the right to talk about it. I don't know if that's the correct verbiage. Why I want to talk about it. Why it is interesting to me might be the not correct word, but I've been rescuing for over a decade, and I have volunteered at multiple shelters, multiple vet offices. I have done just about everything in the rescue world, and an incident like this, of course, provokes a huge range of emotions. So I unfortunately cannot put the video up here because it would be immediately taken down. I will provide a link to it. So the video shows the dog being put down, and then the head is then removed from the body. The reason this happened was allegedly this dog bit a staff member, and they were concerned about rabies. Rabies is a whole nother thing, which I definitely would want to talk to someone that is way more knowledgeable on the field. As for the procedures they took on the dog, I don't want to play devil's advocate. I don't want to, try and blame anything on anyone without knowing 100% concrete facts. All we have so far is what has been said by people who have posted the video and people who have allegedly have ties to it. And I'm using allegedly a lot because I'm kind of just doing this video to show a different side. I want to talk about the reality of rescue, and this is a shelter that's doing it. It's unfortunately the loss of life, which is always emotional. Anyways, back to the video. So allegedly, this dog bit a staff member, and they were concerned about rabies. Rabies is extremely deadly and very transmittable. And I have actually here from the CDC, quote, rabies testing requires that the animal be euthanized. The test must include a full cross-section of tissue from both the brainstem and cerebellum. So if everything is true, they were concerned for rabies, and in order to test for rabies, the said animal needs to be euthanized, and they need to get tissue from both the brainstem and the cerebellum. Now, that is not uncommon. That's how people test for rabies. The problem that most people are not happy about, for good reason, is that clear in video with no audio, but in the video, you can see what is allegedly one of the vets or vet techs holding up the head of the dog, and another of the vet or vet techs seem to be laughing about it. Now, that's not a good look, however way you paint it. It's just not. However, being in this world for so long, and I know a lot of other people in the community in the rescue world, after so many years of dealing with especially death, especially with horrendous cases, you almost become desensitized to it. It's almost like another day, especially if you deal with litters of puppies. As most people know, you can't always save every animal, every rescue. And one way you can look at it is it was kind of just another day on the job. And I can understand that if it was framed like it. Doesn't mean it was right, doesn't mean it's good, but I can understand it. If you explain to me, I've been doing this for 20 years, I've had to do this hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of times. Sure, it doesn't negate the emotion, but it's, it's what you do. Now, the whole situation is where it gets a little, it gets a lot crazy. And this dog was put down because it allegedly bit a staff member, but there have been many people and advocates on the dog's side who said that this particular dog didn't show any aggression. This dog maybe not have even bit anyone, and that this was kind of just cold-blooded and for fun. And if that is the case, of course, that is absolutely terrible. But I think there really needs to be a lot more transparency in the rescue world, shelter, nonprofit, humane societies, whatever it is. Needs to be more transparency. There needs to be more accountability. There needs to be people talking about the truth. Also, on the other hand, a lot of people kind of just spread stuff. They gossip without knowing the full information. And I have said this for years and years and years, that when it comes to this line of work, the rescue world, emotions run so high and people want quick answers and people want the answers that they want. If you go out seeking for this answer and this is one you want, you will probably find it. That doesn't necessarily mean it's the truth. So what I personally want to know is I want to know the truth. I want to know exactly what happened. I want to know why it happened, where it happened, who it happened with, all the who, what, where, when, why, because that's the only way that we can ensure that this world of rescue is doing as best as it can. Because if you have one person saying one thing, one person saying another thing, the animal obviously can't talk and tell you what happened. So we need to find the truth. The truth is always going to be the most important. And I know there are many people out there who they care more about themselves than they do their work, or not even necessarily themselves. They prioritize the wrong topic. They prioritize the wrong thing. In this world, your priority should always be the rescue. You can't be in this world without sacrifice of some sort, whether it's physical, whether it's mental, whether it's financial, whatever it is, there's always going to be sacrifice in this field. I wish there wasn't, but that's how it is in this day and age. There's too many rescues out there that need help, and there's not enough rescuers helping. And then you get videos like this that pop up that doesn't help out because there's no way to make it sound good, because you put the video comes out first and then you try and make excuses for it, which could be very valid excuses, or they could just be someone trying to make themselves or make their organization sound better than they really are. Either way, very horrible what happened if in fact this dog was put down for no reason. But if in fact there was a symptom of rabies, rabies is very, very bad. Its mortality rate is near 100%. I think making it the most dangerous in the world. I will definitely have to have other people who are a lot more experienced than me on and talk about it. But this was a tough one, and of course I've only scratched the surface on it. And this is just one of hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of cases around the world. This one has just been really publicized. So that does it for this episode, and I hope everything gets figured out. I hope the truth comes out and we can move on to rescuing, and if people need to be held accountable, they need to be held accountable. So thank you for watching, everyone. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all the good stuff, and I will see you in the next one.